Hey guys, today I'm playing Subnautica. Uh, it's going to be a bit sad for my first real solo Let's Play because I've just heard that Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead has died at the age of 70. I didn't hear the specifics, like what was the cause of death, where he was found, and all that. One of my friends, Brian, actually, who the other I did the last Let's Play with, keeps an ear on pop culture stuff, especially as it concerns like rock music, heavy metal music, and he informed me a little while ago that Lemmy was dead. Um, Hearing this, I pretty much immediately observed a moment of silence, followed by listening to the song Iron Fist really loud. And it wasn't any special significance to that, it was just because it was the closest Motorhead CD to me at the time, so I popped it in the stereo, turned it up really loud, and let it rip. I listened to Motorhead, and it's with that I've started playing Subnautica, um, because Subnautica makes me really happy, even though I've only had it for a few days, and I really would like something to make me really happy. um, yeah, like being a heavy metal fan and just a rock fan in general, like Lemmy was just freaking awesome. I mean, he inspired the the big thrash metal bands. I mean, he basically sparked thrash metal. And I don't think he particularly liked being known for that. He definitely didn't consider himself Motorhead heavy metal. He considered it rock and roll. Um, and if Lemmy had said, "We're Motorhead and we play traditional German polka," I would have been like, "Okay, Motorhead is traditional German polka." Or I would have taken his word for it, because whatever you want to call him, Motorhead was awesome. Um, I I really doubt Motorhead is going to continue, because he was Motorhead. I mean, he was the front man. I mean, they have Mickey D, and unfortunately I can't remember their current guitar player's name. I don't even know if Mickey D was with them, because I don't really have any of their current albums. I have their old ones. I've heard their old stuff. I loved them. Um, but yeah, kind of kind of ashamed to say that. Uh, but yeah, and of all like the great classic rock and heavy metal bands out there, like I've only ever gotten to see one, um, maybe uh, three or four, depending on what you would consider like great classics. If like one of the most influential bands, the only that had the most influence on the style of music that I listen to, I've only ever seen Black Sabbath, and that was when they toured with Ronnie James Dio fronting them in 2007 as Heaven and Hell. But I mean, they were Black Sabbath. That was the Black Sabbath lineup when they put out Mob Rules. Was Ronnie James Dio, Vinny Appice on drums, Geezer Butler, and Tony Iommi. Um, and one thing a now deceased friend of mine who owned a record store said was that you're never going to regret going to that concert, because that's the sort of thing that might not ever happen again. And 3 years later, Ronnie James Dio passed away. Um, I really like Motorhead. Never came anywhere near near enough to where I could go and see them. Major Breaking fan, because I never had the money, never had the time or anything to go driving out to another city to see them. Never had the money or the get the time off from work or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm always gonna wonder, is like, was there ever a chance that I would have had to see them that I didn't know about, or that I didn't take? And yeah, that makes me sad. I I don't have a clue what to say anymore. I mean, Lemmy's dead. The world will probably soon follow, because that was kind of the thing, was that if there's a nuclear war, the only things left are going to be cockroaches and Lemmy Kilmister. Um, yeah, long live rock and roll, long live Motorhead. Lemmy will be missed. And that's something I think we're going to have to face up to, is that as much as, for us metal bands, like, metal fans, sorry, I mean, it seems like with me at least, we kind of take these great musicians and great singers for granted. Because, I mean, when Ronnie James Dio got stomach cancer, it was always like, oh, Dio's going to whoop cancer's ass, you know. Well, no, I mean, as good as they are, you know, as like Lemmy, I mean, like as awesome as he was, I mean, he's not there anymore. He's gone. Um, he's gone. We're gonna face that. Yeah, I mean, there's never gonna be another Motorhead. I mean, unless they, I mean, I'm sure there's some live footage that they have, or that maybe there's some unfinished stuff that they were working on, possibly. So there could always be like another Motorhead album. Um, I am so thinking about Motorhead right now that none of this crap can disturb me. um, yeah, it's. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, Lemmy's gone. Lemmy's gone, unfortunately, and like I say, not coming back. That really sucks.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. um,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm trying to think of stuff. I've got Iron Fist stuck in my head now, which is good. Um, Great song, great album. I mean, at least that's one good thing. It's one great thing is that we have, we've got CDs, vinyl records, DVDs, Blu-rays, and digital formats. We can really, we can preserve the sounds of all these great musicians that we have in whatever genre. Um, yeah, I mean, I mean, at least we'll always be able to listen to Motorhead. Um, so I mean that's one good thing. I really really wish I'd been able to see them, and there's probably going to be, due to circumstances, there's probably going to be a lot of bands that I'm going to say that about. Like, I mean, I'm glad I went to see Black Sabbath, and I'm glad that the first concert I ever went to was Metallica. Um, I hope they keep playing for a really long time. Love Metallica. I saw Testament and Exodus a while back, which aren't like massively huge bands in the grand scheme of things, but if you're a thrash fan, Testament and Exodus are huge. Testament is my personal favorite thrash band. I think they're the best. That's me. Um, I love Slayer and all the rest of them, but Testament just is the one that's most appealing to me. Exodus was freaking awesome. I'd never actually heard them before, to my shame, before I saw them last April, but they blew the roof off the stage, or they blew the roof off the venue, and I was like, what are you going to be able to follow that with? Testament followed them, and that was even more awesome to me. So I'm glad I got to see those guys. I'm glad I got to see some classics. I'm glad I got to see Ronnie James Dio once before he died. I wasn't very close to the stage, but that was a phenomenal show. Absolutely great show. Cincinnati, Ohio, in May 2007. I actually have the concert. I actually have the live DVD from that tour when they played in New York. Love it. Love everything, pretty much everything Ronnie James Dio did, even the stuff that he didn't like Strange Highways. Um, I, I, yeah, love that song. Maybe not as much as like Rainbow in the Dark and Holy Diver, One Night in the City, and all that, but still a good song because it was Dio's voice on it, and Dio and Lemmy, like Dio has that unique voice. No one is ever going to be able to duplicate. Um, yeah, I mean, thank God for records, thank God for CDs. We can keep listening to them long after their deaths. Um, yeah, I mean, what more can you say? So basically, the moral of this story, what I'm trying to get across, if anybody's out there, if anybody's listening, is the bands that you really like, whatever genre of music you're a fan of. You're not a fan of heavy metal, but I know you've probably got a band or singer or whatever that you really enjoy listening to. And my advice to you is, if you ever have a chance to see them, take it, because I mean you're never gonna know what's gonna happen to them. I mean, it might not be like they might not get old and die of natural causes. They might be like Cliff Burton and die in a bus accident. I mean, Cliff Burton died a few years before I was even born, so I never would have gotten the chance to see him. But that would have been awesome to see Metallica around 84, 85, 86, 1986 before Cliff's death. To have seen him playing, because he is my personal favorite bass player. He was awesome. There's never going to be another bass player like him, I think. Um, yeah. So yeah, to reiterate, if you get a chance to see your favorite band, take it. You don't know what's going to happen to them. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen to you. So just try to live so that you don't have any regrets. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, going to see a band is kind of trivial. I mean, this even more so applies to your loved ones. What in the world am I doing? Why did I go back into the bass? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it even more applies to your friends and loved ones. You better spend all the time you can with them before, before they die, before you die. Basically, don't have any regrets when it comes to that sort of thing. Um, you never know what the next day is going to bring. So enjoy your life, and even more, zooming out and looking even at the bigger grand scheme of things. Enjoy your life while you got it. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Uh, anyway, I hope you heard this out there. I hope hope you're listening. Hope you're having fun watching me wander around an underwater planet while talking about a deceased rock singer. Anyway, good night, and have a good tomorrow. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Watch my videos. Bye.